Hi, before the video starts, please like, comment, subscribe and ring the bell icon for future uploads. Thanks again and enjoy the video. So, my name is Game of Knowledge and More, but you can call me Fred if you want to, or just GoCam, or just Game of Knowledge. Today, we are doing a look through of my completed commander decks. So, I'm going to do the best commander ever. Anyone can argue with me, but they're probably wrong. So first is a Gitzrock monster. So he once lands on the field to sacrifice. And he can draw me cards whenever a land is put into my graveyard. So to help out with getting lands out, I should really sort this out better so I can tell you stuff. Oh well, what's those then? So to bring, so I can keep getting my lands back out from the grave, I have stuff like Ancient Green Warden and Crucible of Worlds. They can both bring lands back from the graveyard, but Ancient Green Warden can also let landfall triggers happen again, because he says, if a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent I control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. For example, with Tutor Hydra, it says, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose one. Target creature gets +1/+0 and that touch until end of turn, or each opponent loses life and you gain life. So combine that with Ancient Green Warden means you play a land, each opponent will lose 2 life and you gain 2 life. Also, to help out with getting lands into the graveyard, I have stuff like Sailor Wayfinder, which puts a land into your hand from the top 4 cards of your library, and the rest into the graveyard. And Nyx Reaver, which can mill you for 2 every upkeep. During your upkeep, I mean. So that's a Gitzrock monster. Next is Joywa, Weatherlight Captain. This is an artifact deck. So using the fact that artifacts exist, I have cards like the Immortal Sun, which reduces the cost of my spells by 1, and also can help me draw during my draw phase, and Joy's Familiar, which is more specific because it does historic spells instead of just any old spell. Next, and also not next, I have the Bergie, God of Storytelling and Grinning Ingus combo, which means you get infinite cast triggers, infinite storm I mean, which helps with the win condition of the deck, which is either Brain Freeze or Grape Shot. So you can either kill people with food or freeze their brain to death. So what Storm is that when you cast this spell, you copy it for each spell cast before this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies, and they do different things. Brain Freeze can mill someone for 3 for each copy, and Grape Shot can deal 1 damage per copy. Next is another red-blue commander in the form of the Locust Guard. So what it wants to do is draw cards so you can get little buggies out and just deal damage to your opponents. So one way that I do that is with Overflowing Insight and stuff like that, where it says target player draws a card, draw 7 I mean. I also run Blood Sun because it draws a card and it says all lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. So fun. Also, to help out with the flying creatures that I have in the deck, I run favorable winds, which gives my creatures with flying +1/+1. I have crash through, which gives them trample and it draws me a card. And I have, where is it? Cavalcade of Calamity, which if I don't have the favorable winds out, makes my bugs deal 1 damage to the uh, player they're attacking. Next is my vampire deck, which I need to fully pick up with both my hands because it's too far away. With Olivia, who turns my creatures into vampires, but it's a vampire deck. So first up, the win condition: Blood Tribute and Divine Bloodlord. Essentially, you use these two to make your opponent's life points 0, because Divine Bloodlord turns your life gain into life drain, and Blood Tribute makes each opponent, lose half their life and you gain that much life. So essentially, if you do it right, you can gain half their life while they die. Also run stuff like Malachir Blood Witch, which makes me gain life equal to 3 times the number of vampires because it's making my opponents lose life. And Stormcloak Captain for combat tricks. Next is Bontu the Glorified, the one from Almond Cat. Wait, is it Almond Cat? Yeah, I think so. This one wants to stack creatures so I can do stuff. So it has Gary, which I was talking about in a earlier version of this video, but something happened. So each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black, and you gain life equal to the life lost as well. Also have a combo with Staff of Domination and Magus of the Coffers, I think the name is, which will help with a win condition in the deck. So all you need is Magus of the Coffers, Staff of Domination, and at least 7 swamps. So use this effect to tap to get 7 black mana. You then use 3 of it to use Staff of Domination's effect to untap Magus of the Coffers. Then use 1 to untap this. Then, once you have enough, you can use Torment of Hellfire, which makes each opponent lose 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-permanent or discard a card, and this is repeated X times. I also have another combo, I believe, where it involves using a sack outlet, Bounty's Monument, Peerless Plunderer, and I think Oathsworn Vampire. So I need to find all the codes to do this. So essentially, Bounty's Monument makes your black creatures cost 1 less to cast. Oathsworn Vampire requires it can bring itself back from the grave if you've gained life. Facilitator can sacrifice to scry 1, and Peerless Plunderer gives you a treasure which you can sacrifice for mana. So essentially, you're draining everyone out for life. Next is my life gaining deck, which can gain a lot of life. So my commander for this is Ever, Halcyon Witness. She can pay 4 mana to exchange your life total with her power. And the deck is based around gaining a lot of life. So 2 alternate win conditions I have is Approach of the Second Sun and Test of Endurance. Not Test of Endurance, I don't have that card. Near Death Experience, I mean. So one can win me the game if I've casted it twice, and the other one can win me the game if I have exactly 1 life. It will never get to that, but it's in there just in case. I also have another combo because we all know I love combos. So I have this combo, which means essentially I gain infinite life and somebody will die. But apart from that, it's just making sure my life total's staying high and dry, or however that saying goes. So I just run like the Soul Sisters, Astronomy's Welcome, just anything that I have that can give me life in white. Next, speaking of monocolored, Naban, Dean of Iteration. So it's a wizard's deck that cares about ETBs. So I think my best win condition in this deck would probably be Sage's Road Denizen, which mills someone for 2 whenever another blue creature enters the battlefield. Because combined that with Naban and Panharmonicon means that whenever a wizard enters the battlefield under my control, Sage's Road Denizen will trigger 3 times. Combine that with Arcane Adaptation means any of my creatures will do the same thing. So it's wizards. Next is my last deck, which is Neheb the Eternal. He has Afflict 3, so whenever he becomes blocked, the defending player loses 3 life. And at the beginning of my post-combat main phase, which is the main phase after the combat phase, you add 1 mana to your mana pool for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. So, in other words, it wants to see the world burn. So, I have stuff like Ungrat's Marauders, which doubles any damage that I deal. Jaya, Venerated Fire Mage, and not Raven, oh, I forgot his name. Oh, I need to look for him. Essentially, they deal more damage. They help you deal more damage. Torbrand. Why am I thinking of Raven? I'm pretty sure that's from Innistrad. But yeah, I also have Horizon Stone, just in case I can't use the remaining mana. And I have stuff like Giant's Immolating Inferno, which deals X damage to each of up to 3 targets. So since Commander is normally a 4-player game, if I've done it right, I can use Giant's Immolating Inferno to deal a lot of damage. Also I have Blazing Fire, just in case, and because of the Heb being the commander, I also run Black Blade Reforged to help with combat damage. And as just in case I wouldn't Dualcaster Mage. I would add it to my wizard deck, but my wizard deck's only blue. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all my decks that I have that are completed. I am making some more, like a dinosaur deck with Gisat and another deck for Sakama, where it's just making sure that my commander comes out and I have Timir Sabertooth or something that can bounce back my commander so I can infinitely deal damage. Wait, infinite mana I mean. Because I have some mana outlets which are stuff that needs mana. Like Orchestra from Almond Cat. the one that creates tokens. So yeah, that's all for today. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get notified for future uploads, and check out my stuff like Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!